Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're looking into a really interesting financial idea. It tries to blend some, well, established principles with modern tech.
That's right. It's called the Alamin financial system, at least in the sources we looked at. And its mission really is to offer a pretty radical new take on digital money.
A new take. So, okay, how do these sources actually define currency? And what's the big change they're proposing here?
Well, interestingly, they define currency pretty simply, just a unit to measure value. Like we use seconds for time or meters for length.
Okay, simple enough.
And the big innovation is this idea of a digital gold gram currency, which then transitions into a digital time currency.
A digital time currency. Wow, okay, the sources also make some pretty bold claims, don't they? Saying it's inflation resistant and cuts out usury. How's that supposed to work?
Yeah, those are key claims. The system is designed, supposedly, to hold its own intrinsic value, starting with that link to gold. And for inflation, the idea is that when you spend it, like for a phone call or data, that balance is actually burned, taken out of the system entirely.
Burned, like destroyed.
Exactly. So the supply adjusts itself, which they claim stops inflation. And by design, it doesn't allow earning interest just by lending. So that's how they aim to eliminate usury.
Right, interest-based lending. So burning currency. Interesting mechanism. How does that practical conversion work? The gold to time part.
It's based on a specific calculation. You take the nisab for zakat, that's a standard measure in Islamic finance, 85 grams of 18-karat gold.
Okay, 85 grams.
And divide it by the total hours in the Hijri year. They use a specific 348-day year based on a unified moon sighting method.
Right.
And that math gives you the value of the digital time currency. It grounds it.
Grounded in gold and time. Got it. Now, I also saw something about a smiling currency. What's that all about? Sounds a bit whimsical.
Yeah, it is a memorable detail. The digital gold gram currency apparently shows a clock face set to 10 point zen.
10 point zen. Why?
Because it looks like a smile. It's symbolic. And the sources mention this, well, coincidence they found quite amazing, with the Kaaba in Mecca as the center. The clock hands at 10.10 den point towards the Prophet's Mosque in Medina, that's north, and Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem west, just like their actual geography from Mecca.
Huh. That is quite a detail. Okay, another really striking thing was the claim. No mining, no blockchain. How can it be a digital currency then? Suggesting your phone balance is the currency.
Right, that definitely challenges the usual crypto model we know.
Totally.
The idea here is a system that's self-valuing, self-reserving, and self-paying. Your balance is the value because it's directly linked back to that gold time standard.
So it doesn't need a separate ledger or mining to validate things.
Apparently not. It's proposed as a way to handle global payments, calls, internet, all integrated, with the value being inherent, not dependent on, say, proof of work or a distributed ledger in the same way.
So wrapping this up, it sounds like a fundamental rethink. Moving away from current financial structures towards something, well, inherently valuable, tied to time itself, and accessible maybe just through your phone.
That's the core concept, yes. A different paradigm entirely.
Yeah.
And maybe something for you, the listener, to think about. What if time, our actual finite life really did become the ultimate measure of value for everything? What would that world look like?